Hi, this is Rockin' Robin, and today I'm going to talk to you about something different. People always say to me, what should you sell on eBay? Today I'm going to talk to you about what you should not sell on eBay. That's an interesting topic. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, so what not to sell on eBay, huh? The first thing I'm going to tell you is China. When I don't mean the country, I mean dishes and cups and saucers. Now, cups and saucers used to be a big thing on eBay and at the flea markets and at tag sales and antique shops. But now they're very hard to sell. Now, I don't look at China if it's typical everyday wear, dishes and sets like that. I don't even take a look at it. I just stay away from all that type of stuff. It doesn't sell. There's no reason to sell that on there, because if you're going to look for eBay, you have to find more rare and original things. Now, number 2 is vases. Unless it is something very unusual or a big name, a typical vase, a Teleflora gift, things like that, I am not going to sell on eBay. I'm not even going to look at. I used to buy Limoges, and I used to buy Royal Dalton and things like that. But I have found that vases are not as collectible as they used to be. Even some good stuff, Roseville, used to be so big, and now I can't get rid of Roseville. There's no reason to have Roseville. So vases are the number 2 thing I rarely ever look for anymore. 3, I don't sell things that say collectible on them. Most of the time, if they say collectible, they're not really collectible and they're not worth selling. So that's one of the things I wouldn't look at a tag sale. I would just avoid. Number 4, most of the time, cutlery, unless they're antique or unique knives. Now, there are some brands that are very good and you should try, but most of the time, typical everyday cutlery, I don't look for. I see some in the cases and different things like that. Those are interesting, but they're hard to sell as well. Now, when I say that, I mean everyday items. I'm talking about items you can get anywhere. You don't want to sell drinking glasses. I mean, you know how hard it is to a typical drinking glass. I do sell some that have maybe Bugs Bunny on them or superheroes. I have some Coca-Cola ones, but I wouldn't sell a clear glass that was a drinking glass unless there was some special reason. It's not worth it. Another item, number 6, that I would not look to buy are Chinese-made items. They're made cheaply. Even knives. I mean, pocket knives. We can sell pocket knives pretty good at the flea market, but not Chinese. Nobody's interested in the cheap stuff that's made cheaply. It's got to be made well. Otherwise, you don't want to get it. Another thing I don't look at to sell on eBay are big items, because they're tough to ship. And they're tough to store. Where are you going to store big items? Tables and chairs. If I'm going to sell them at the flea market, I would never, ever sell them in eBay. Just not worth your time. Okay, what is the next thing I wouldn't sell? Anything too delicate that can break easily. Now, I have found there are a lot of items that will break, and it's hard enough to pack something that is not that breakable. If it's extremely breakable, it's going to break. So if I pick it up and I go, oh, that's too easy to break, the glass is too thin, something, you're not going to sell it. Don't sell it and break it, and then you have to come back and do it. Send it again, get money for insurance, all that. I want to take a minute to tell you about ourselves before I continue, because I have a lot more items. I am going to get a number 9, and I have 16 items. We are Rockin' Robin's Garage Sale Finds, and I am Rockin' Robin. And we've been doing this for 20 years. We've been selling on eBay and flea markets, antique shops even, Facebook. Marketplace is our new place to sell, and Poshmark. We've started selling Poshmark in the past couple of years. So, but eBay we've been doing for 20 years. So we have a lot of experience and we want to help you. We don't do it as much as we used to. We used to have a storefront and a store. People used to bring things in. We did on consignment. I had a garage full of stuff that we would buy and sell. There was 3 of us working and we would work full time doing this. I don't do it as much. I don't have as much storage space, but I did make a good profit from eBay. We bought enough to put a down payment on a house. There's a lot of things I bought thanks to eBay. So if you're selling, and you're just starting out, it's a good place to try. Even if you're doing it part-time, eBay is very good to make you some extra money. And I want you to keep watching all our videos because we're trying to give our 20 years of experience and help you. Okay, so I will get to number 9. Another thing we don't sell are guns or anything that's not allowed. Now, sometimes we'll sell a BB gun if it's collectible. We might sell a BB gun at a flea market, but not on eBay. And eBay, if it's a BB gun or it's a cap gun, a lot of them are old, vintage. We love vintage stuff. So if it's an old vintage cap gun and it's going for a lot, hey, I'm gonna sell it. But anything that's illegal on eBay, sometimes you check. You don't want to sell a mink coat or something that they say, oh, you can't sell that. So we try not to sell things illegal. But sometimes I do get confused because I sold a cigar box. I put one up and there was like 20 of them up of the same brand, different kinds, but the same brand. And they took it down and said it was illegal to sell. So sometimes I get a little confused, but I try not to because, you can get arrested if you sell something really bad. What you sell. The next thing I don't want to sell are fake purses. If you know it's fake, don't sell it. I don't like to buy them at all because I can never tell what's fake and what's real. When I had a shop, there was also another shop in the town next to me and they sold stuff at consignment. And they were closed down because they sold fake purses. And people brought them in. They didn't know. They thought they were doing the right thing. They were just selling them for someone. And they were fake and they got closed down and eBay shut them down. If you know it's fake, don't sell it. I try not to sell it at all because I don't know enough about purses. But some people know stuff. So for some people, selling purses is a good thing. But fake ones, don't sell. I talked about generic drinking glasses. I talked about the clear drinking glasses. So I don't want to go over that again, but I'm going to mention that again because that was item number 11. Number 12 is anything that's broken. If you know it's broken, whether it's a DVD player or a chip on something, don't sell it. Throw it away or sell it at a flea market and tell the person because it's going to be returned. You're going to have to pay shipping twice. They're not going to take it. You can't get things past people. So don't try to sell them something broken. It's not worth their time. It's not worth your time. Avoid that if at all possible. Check everything out carefully before you buy it. But if you get something and then you get it home and you realize it's broken, don't try to sell it on eBay. Another thing I don't look at like VCRs, players, or anything to do with the older stuff, 8-tracks, stuff like that. It's not worth it. They don't buy that kind of electronics. So electronic equipment, I stay away from. There's some good people who know stuff about it. And some of the older ones, they're just, times have changed. And you get a DVD player and you can't sell it for enough. So I don't sell any DVD players or VCR players or monitors. I don't sell anything like that. I don't even look. The next thing I'm going to tell you not to sell and not to even look at is dirty clothes or ripped clothes or torn, or they have no name on them, or the tag's been pulled off. You're not going to sell them anywhere. You can't sell it on eBay. You can't sell it on Poshmark. It's a waste of your time. So if the clothes is dirty or ripped, pass it. I mean, if it's something you think you can wash, you have to wash it. If it comes out fine. I went to a place recently and they had some good, nice clothes, but they were all dirty. I took 2 pieces home, I washed them in the washing machine, and they were fine. But that doesn't always happen. But they were free, so it was worth it for me testing. But a lot of time I'll get stuff and I'll say, this is not worth it. And I'll just leave it there. Because you don't want ripped torn. No way. Who's wearing that? The 15th item I won't look at are polka records. You know I love records, but they got to be 70s, 80s, 90s. No one wants polka. Nobody wants the old things. They want AC/DC and Van Halen and Led Zeppelin and the Beatles. You gotta have rock records, heavy metal records. They have to be 70s, well maybe 60s, but it just depends. They need to be rock. They cannot be polka or anything like that. I can't even think of the other types of music, but I won't even look. I'll take one quick look, go Christmas records, don't bother selling, don't pick up. I don't care who they're by. Not worth it. And the last thing, number 16, I'm going to tell you not to buy and that I don't even look at are cassettes and VHS tapes. If I see somebody selling those, I can't imagine who would want them. I put them out free and no interest at all in either one. So that's another thing not to buy. And if you have them, just donate them. They are worth nothing. Nobody has them. I mean, unless you go to a flea market, you have one person who's interested and they'll buy a bunch, but I doubt it. I have not sold a VHS or a cassette tape in a long, long time. And this is 20 years, so at least 10 years I haven't sold any of those. I do sell a lot of DVDs, and now I don't even sell DVDs. I only sell DVDs if they're Blu-ray. If they're not Blu-ray, I don't even bother. Because you can get them anywhere. They're at the dollar store now. Why bother? So this has been Rockin' Robin. These are some of the things I wouldn't sell on eBay. So if you're just starting out, or if you've been doing it a while, you probably know then. But make sure you have a list. Write these down. I want you to subscribe and hit the bell so we can see all the videos, because I'm going to make a lot of videos. I'm going to help you out a lot on eBay, and so you need to keep watching. This is Rockin' Robin, and I'm at the Rockin' Robin's Garage Sales. Watch all our videos. Have a good day, and go make some money!